After a month living in a van, we finally arrived to our final destination, Saranagati Village.
Shama and Vana's house, they live over there. And our friend and Tulsi lives there. Yeah, and you see that.
A nice family of devotees hosted us and gave us a tour of the valley. We then had a kirtan together to set up the mood for our stay in their home.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Our goal for the next 2 weeks to come was to build a fence so that their sheep would be able to graze freely.
How's the rock collection going?
It's rocky.
It's rocky.
This is my favorite one.
Building a fence turned out to be much harder than I thought it would be. Stripping wood, digging holes into rocky and dry ground, pulling wire. I thought we would be done in just 2 or 3 days, but it actually took us 2 weeks. Glimpses of our work will be shown all across this video.
Water break. I'm so tired. Stripping wood is harder than it seems. We've done 5 and it's been hours and my back hurts. Well, after that, I guess they're gonna have a good fence.
That's the tool we'll have to sharpen. I'm gonna start building that thing.
One of my favorite parts of the day was when we got to eat together, especially after working outside in the heat and sweating so much. Then we'd get to know each other and relax a little.
I arrived the first day and I went to bed and I had this feeling that I was home and that felt so good. There's a hill here that's named Govardhan, and Govardhan is the hill that Krishna lifted with his little finger when he was a child to protect the villagers of Vrindavan. And I don't know, like the whole atmosphere just makes me think of the stories of Krishna and Vrindavan, and it feels really good to be kind of in it. I decided not long ago that I was going to Bhakti Academy in Toronto this fall. My spiritual master advised me to go and I actually felt called to do it. I think it's going to be nice to be in the temple, constantly engaged in devotional service, learning about Krishna, associating with other people like me who are around my age and who are serious about Krishna consciousness. I'm not excited about going in the city, really not. And so I really want to take advantage of this opportunity right now that I have to be here in Saranagati.
One day, the village gathered at the Goshala, where the cows live, and worked together to build a new barn for the cows.
I'm not an expert, but basically we're just mixing clay, watered down clay with some straw. And that's what's going to be going into the walls for insulation.
Pretty much everyone in Saranagati has their own family, their own projects and responsibilities, and so it was really inspiring to see members of the community all working together. Living in nature, in a secluded village with open-minded Krishna-conscious people felt inspiring to me, much more inspiring than life in the city. Here, Damodar explains how it is to raise children in Krishna consciousness and some of the perks of their lifestyle in this valley.
I thought for me there's two main things, well, three main things. Is be an example myself, that's the same thing. The second thing is giving them good association, that they have friends that are Krishna conscious. And for me the school kind of fulfills that part. For me that's very important, because they'll be protected by having peers that are good association. And the third one is to make Krishna conscious fun. Like Krishna conscious is fun. It's not a position. I would like them to be a little bit more serious, chant more japa. So sometimes it's a little bit of a responsibility, but in general, it should be fun, because Krishna conscious is fun. There's a moment to be serious, but that serious life comes later on in life.
On an exciting evening, we had the visit of Agnidev Prabhu, a well-known musician in the Hare Krishna movement. Digging holes might sound like an easy task, but I swear the ground was so dry and rocky that one hole would take us half an hour to an hour to dig by hand. Prabhupada, a great devotee of Krishna, who spread the movement all over the world, was preaching simple living and high thinking. The point is that by living simply, not endeavoring for unnecessary things and distractions, one can have his needs met, can achieve peace of mind and contentment, and thus be properly situated so to prioritize the culture of spiritual knowledge. In this way, our bodily needs are met, we feel happy, and we get to invest our time in something truly meaningful to the soul. Ultimately, we are the soul, and in order to achieve eternal happiness on a soul level, we need to inquire about spiritual matters, about God, the soul, the relationship between the two, and the purpose of life. That is very difficult in the city, and in the society as it is in general now. Overindulgence in everything is promoted as a way of life everywhere. People are exhausted, depressed, overly attached to unnecessary things, anxious, unfulfilled. That's because their focus is at the wrong place. The focus should be on the soul, not material things. The soul is where happiness lies. We couldn't finish the fence this week. The final result will be shown in my next video, which will be posted 2 weeks from now.
How's your hole going?
It's going. I'm pooped.
Yeah, me too.
Saranagati was a meaningful experience for me. I've been trying to follow what my soul says, but that's not always very clear. It says Krishna, definitely. It seeks Krishna in everything. Saranagati was nice because Krishna was clearly everywhere. The temple, the houses, the work, the consciousness of the people, and also being in nature, I felt more peaceful, more at ease in my body and mind. Every meal we would offer to the deities on the altar. Here, I'm baking a dessert for the deities, which I really enjoyed baking, though I don't particularly like cooking in general. The atmosphere was just really nice. I mean, we were busy, but we also had time and space to just be, recharge ourselves in nature, read the Vedic scriptures about the soul and God, reflect and appreciate life. How wonderful it would be if the whole world could live more simply, rely on nature to provide for their basic needs, and according more time for the nourishment of their souls. I don't think the purpose of life is to work hard, make money, and then enjoy with that money. That's too shallow. There's so much depth to life. In the Bhagavad Gita, it says that whatever happiness we experience in this world is only temporary and vanishes at the end of our life when our body dies. Our body might think itself very happy enjoying material things, but our soul isn't. So then what happens when the body dies? If the only happiness we invested in throughout our life was material, well then it vanishes away and the soul is left with nothing. We should invest into spiritual happiness so that it follows us after the death of the body. This valley, Saranagati Village, is setting a great example. We should live simply and peacefully, conscious of the purpose of life, the soul, God, and our relationship with Him. Thank you. I love you.